Episode number 319. In that case, said Athos, Planchet must receive 700 livres for going, and 700 livres for coming back, and Bazin, 300 livres for going, and 300 livres for returning. That will reduce the sum to 5,000 livres. We will each take 1,000 livres to be employed as seems good, and we will leave a fund of 1,000 livres under the guardianship of Monsieur Rabille, for extraordinary occasions, or common wants. Will that do? My dear Athos, said Aramis, you speak like Nestor, who was, as everyone knows, the wisest among the Greeks. Well, then, said Athos, it is agreed. Planchet and Bazin shall go. Everything considered, I am not sorry to retain Grimaud. He is accustomed to my ways, and I am particular. Yesterday's affair must have shaken him a little. His voyage would upset him quite. Planchet was sent for, and instructions were given him. The matter had been named to him by D'Artagnan, who in the first place pointed out the money to him, then the glory, and then the danger. I will carry the letter in the lining of my coat, said Planchet, and if I am taken I will swallow it. Well, but then you will not be able to fulfill your commission, said D'Artagnan. You will give me a copy this evening, which I shall know by tomorrow. D'Artagnan looked at his friend, as if to say, well, what did I tell you? Now, continued he, addressing Planchet, you have 8 days to get an interview with Lord de Winter. You have 8 days to return, in all 16 days. If, on the 16th day after your departure, at 8 o'clock in the evening you are not here, no money, even if it be but 5 minutes past 8. Then, monsieur, said Planchet, you must buy me a watch. Take this, said Athos, with his usual careless generosity, giving him his own, and be a good lad. Remember, if you talk, if you babble, if you get drunk, you risk your master's head, who has so much confidence in your fidelity, and who answers for you. But remember, also, that if by your fault any evil happens to D'Artagnan, I will find you, wherever you may be, for the purpose of ripping up your belly. Oh, monsieur, said Planchet, humiliated by the suspicion, and moreover, terrified at the clamour of the musketeer. And I, said Porthos, rolling his large eyes, remember, I will skin you alive. Ah, monsieur. And I, said Aramis, with his soft, melodious voice, remember that I will roast you at a slow fire, like a savage. Ah, monsieur. Planchet began to weep. We will not venture to say whether it was from terror created by the threats, or from tenderness at seeing four friends so closely united. D'Artagnan took his hand. See, Planchet, said he, these gentlemen only say this out of affection for me, but at bottom they all like you. Ah, monsieur, said Planchet, I will succeed, or I will consent to be cut in quarters, and if they do cut me in quarters, be assured that not a morsel of me will speak.